All right. We're getting it popping early. I'm like 20 minutes early today. That's how we doing it today. Let me see what's up in the room. Early. I got a little feedback. Bam, bam. There it is. All right. Everybody come on in the room. All right. Everybody come on in the room. How y'all doing? What's going on? It is Sunday, and it's about that time, ladies and gentlemen. Glad to have everybody here. We're early today. Usually, I'm a little late. Usually, I'm like 15, 20 minutes late. I wanted to surprise everybody, and I'm early today. So I'm here. What's up, Toledo in the house? What somebody said, Toe Jam Tariq. Oh, y'all got jokes. But first of all, everybody, since we're here, while you're coming in the room, everybody hit that thumbs up button. While everybody's coming in the room, everybody hit the thumbs up button, hit that like button, and then hit the subscribe button. As you come in the room, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to Port Arthur, Texas. As everybody's coming in the room, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, so we can make this thing real. I'm home now. As you guys know, I was in the hospital this week. I was in and out of the hospital this week. And first of all, let me thank everybody for your condolences, for your kind words and your well wishes, man. I really appreciate that. A lot of people were very concerned, and a lot of people were checking in on a player, and I really, really appreciate that. My foot is elevated right now as we speak. I got my foot on a chair right now. So, no, I didn't die. I'm still here. I know some haters probably wish I was gone, but I'm still here. But yeah, shout out to all the family that sent well wishes to make sure I was good, because I was going through a lot of pain with my foot. For those who don't know, shout out to Detroit. I love y'all too in Detroit. Oh yeah, the shirt. Y'all asking about the Foundational Black American hoodie. It's tight, ain't it? This thing is tight, ain't it? Y'all go to, you can get it at hiddencolorsfilm.com. You can get this at hiddencolorsfilm.com. Click the link below. Let me see. I'm clicking the link right now just to make sure. But you can go to hiddencolorsfilm.com to get these shirts. Let me double check though. Let me make sure. Yeah, if you scroll, If you scroll down, you can get the shirts. Hiddencolorsfilm.com, ladies and gentlemen. Yep. Click below, hiddencolorsfilm.com. And also, while you're on the Hidden Colors site, you can stream and watch Hidden Colors, the movie, Hidden Colors 5. You can watch that right now. You can watch 1804 right now, ladies and gentlemen. So get your shirts, get your hoodies. It's wintertime. I've been waiting to rock this one. This weather's been so damn hot. You dig? You got one in green? That's what's up. Shout out to my Canadian brothers and sisters. But again, everybody hit that like button, hit that thumbs up button while you're coming on in. So anyway, like I said, I was in the hospital for a few days. I had to go to the emergency room, then I had to go back to my regular doctor because a few weeks ago I had surgery. They had to remove a lot of gout tissue from my foot. It wasn't a bunion. It looked like a bunion because there was so much gout tissue in there. So they had to remove that. The thing is, it didn't heal properly. So another gout flare-up came through, semi-infected it. The wound just stayed open, stayed swollen, stayed in pain. So I had to go back in. They had to clean all that out and do more surgery, and I had to stay overnight in the hospital. A lot of people like, what's gout? Some people like, well, you got to change your diet and all that. You got to understand this. Gout, a lot of it has to do with diet. Sometimes gout is hereditary, and that is what's happening in my case. In my case, gout is hereditary. So I can eat vegetables all day, but a lot of the uric acid is still in my system, and I can control it to a certain degree. My dad has it very badly. My dad has gout. Gout is basically, for those who don't know, gout is like uric acid that forms crystals if you eat certain things, or if you hit your foot or something, there's certain crystals that will um, congregate in certain joints, and it hurts like a bitch. So the uric acid causes these crystals in your joint. Yeah, I have a lot of cherry juice. I did drink a lot of cherry juice. So those things get in your joint, and if they keep attacking certain joints, it will calcify, and there will be certain tissue there. So it's this, but you can get it in certain parts of your body, not just your feet. Sometimes it'll hit your legs, sometimes it'll hit your ankle. My dad has it. He had it all in his arm. He had to have a toe removed. You know, when last time my dad came to visit me, he was on a cane. Shout out to Pops. So, I mean, you can eat whatever, but that uric acid, a lot of it will still be in your system. Certain things I can't eat no more. So I used to love shrimp. If you have gout, you can't eat shrimp. That shellfish, stuff like that, that'll tear your gout up. And with me, what triggered the flare up last time, I kind of hit my foot. If you hit your foot, that will trigger it. So it doesn't matter. Sometimes it doesn't matter what you eat. You got to take certain medicines every day. It's a bitch. And even certain fruits. You say go vegan, eat this, but if you eat certain fruits and vegetables, it'll mess your shit up. Like, for example, I can't eat pineapple. Pineapple is bad for your gout. I can't really drink orange juice no more. That's bad for you. Your dad has it, Dominic, so you know. Some of y'all know people in your family. Yeah, that seafood is a beast. Yeah, that seafood is a beast. You know. But, the best thing is to try to cleanse my kidneys and get all that uric acid out of the body and not eat stuff with iodine. Gout is a bitch. It's a bitch when it hits you. Yeah, it's a bitch when it hits you. Yeah. And, Negroes try to be, every nigga think he's a goddamn medical scientist. Every Negro has, what you need to do, go vegan, eat you a damn Impossible Burger. All right, brother. Calm down. Calm down, Dr. Sebi Jr. Everybody wants to be Dr. fucking Sebi. You need some milk. You need some milk ass niggas. There's always that nigga in the sideline hollering about somebody needs some milk. He needs some milk. Get him some milk. You got to rub a Tylenol on his leg. Put some alkaline water on her titties. All right. Everybody's shouting out their goddamn remedies. All right, calm down. I got you. All right. All right, niggas, I got it. But yeah, I'm good. But again, I thank everybody for looking out for a player. Because I don't really like hospitals. I really don't like hospitals. And I had to go overnight. I've never really had to stay in a hospital. Hospitals are not cool because you don't really get no rest. You think sometimes if you go to the hospital, you're going to rest. You don't really get no rest because they be waking you up every couple of hours, checking your blood pressure. They're waking you up every couple of hours, giving you a shot. They're waking you up for various little things. And those IVs, they have you on the IV, and those IVs make you pee like crazy. So you can't rest because you got to keep getting up, going to the damn bathroom. Hospitals, it's damn sure like jail. That's exactly how I felt. I was feeling the same way. It's almost like jail. Even just the way they feed you, I got to wait on them to bring food. And if the food is janky, I got to sit there hungry, waiting on more food. It felt like jail. It felt like jail. Yeah. But what's interesting, I went to the hospital. I saw a lot. I was observing a lot of interesting things. One thing I noticed, there were a lot of non-black people at the hospital. I didn't see no black employees there. That bothered me for some reason. I didn't see any black employees. All the nurses I saw, almost all of them were Asian. All the nurses and people were Asian. Some were Hispanic, but most of them were Asian. I didn't see any black employees. That stuff like that, it raises an antenna for me. I want to see my folks, get employed in the medical field, but just not to see any black people working in the hospital, it was interesting. It was Filipino, all types of different kind of people. A lot of Filipinos, different type of Asian people, and man, we're getting locked out of the workplace, man. I really was feeling a certain way about that. Yeah, man, black folks. I see my folks out there on Skid Row, and I want us to start networking with each other so we can start, making sure that other black people are employed. I have black employees. I employ black people, and I would like to see more of that. I want us to connect with each other so that we can employ each other. Filipinos can get visas as nurses. So that's why, the hospital was full of Filipino nurses. I'm talking full of Filipino nurses. And another thing, I saw something very interesting. There were a lot of people working in the hospital, and I couldn't tell what gender they were. That was very interesting to me. There were people who kind of looked like women, but kind of looked like men. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that to disrespect. Not saying that as a form of disrespect, but I didn't know whether to call them like a sir or ma'am. That was interesting too. I didn't know who was who and what was what at the hospital. Like the person who led me to the room, it looked like a Hispanic girl, but her face was kind of dudeish. So I didn't want to say sir or ma'ams, because I like to, when I address people, I like to be generally polite. I like to use sir or ma'am or whatever, but I couldn't tell what some of these people were. And then there was another nurse who came in my room, and it was kind of a stout person. I couldn't it was either a Hispanic queen or an Asian stud. I don't know which one it was. I couldn't tell. So I didn't know whether to say sir or ma'am. I didn't know. So that was interesting. It was just an interesting observation. It's like that's their minority quota. They didn't have no black folks up there. I bet they got all types of minority quotas at the hospital, and it's all Asian, Hispanics, and LGBT. That's their minority quota. See, this is why that minority thing, we should have been stepped away from that. That hospital was full of minorities, but not one goddamn black person. You feel me? So I'm looking at all this stuff. I'm observing all this stuff. Shout out, what's up, DJ in Birmingham? Yeah, I saw something about an HBCU. It was a bunch of Asian students at HBCU. See, that's why whenever people talk about giving money to HBCUs, that's not really, you're not saying you're going to do anything for black people. There's all types of other groups who go to HBCUs. You dig? And speaking of doing stuff for black people, we still got the Foundational Black American Convention, Indiegogo up. We got 10 days left. We're at 55K, which is cool. We're still going to do the event. Let's get as much as we can so we can get this thing popping. Even if we don't get the 200K, we can't do it like the Revolt thing, because that's how I wanted to do it. I wanted it to be a 3-day event, just like Revolt. If we don't get the 200K, we can't do a 3-day event. But what we have now, and if we get a little more, we can make this thing pop off still. We can still make it pop off, and it won't be a struggle event. So we're doing good. We got the momentum back. We got 10 days. Everybody click that link below and get involved with the Foundational Black American Convention, ladies and gentlemen. But like I said, back in the hospital, shout out to Landon who donated. Shout out to everybody who's donated. Shout out to POV Hilarious D. Everybody follow that brother. That's the solid brother right there. POV Hilarious D in the chat room. He's one of the mods. Y'all follow that brother. But something interesting, and I talked about this on my live the other day when I was in the hospital. They had me, when I got admitted in, I had to change clothes, and I went to surgery the same night. They got me in real quickly. Now, the last time I had surgery, they just threw a gown on me, and I was good to go. They threw the gown on. I didn't have to get all the way naked under the gown, and they went on and hooked me on up. This time, they were like, okay, we're going to have surgery. We need you to put on this gown and take everything off, including your underwear. I said, okay, well, all right. The female nurse said this. One of the Filipino female nurses came. So I took off my street clothes and I kept my drawers on because I'm like, well, I kept my drawers on last time, so it ain't going to be no big deal. So I took off my sock shirt, kept my drawers on, put my hospital robe on, the gown rather. And, I'm just posted up waiting to go to surgery. Then a male nurse came in. I think he was Hispanic. I think it was a Hispanic male nurse came in. He was kind of sassy. And he came in. I'm like, oh, shit, what the fuck? You got to take those off. I said, what? The underwear. Everything got to go. I mean, boy, you got a lot of energy. Boy, you got a lot of goddamn energy, brother. I said, oh, shit. Okay, well, he was adamant about me getting them drawers off. I said, well, brother, can I get a little taste of privacy in this bitch, brother? Oh, go get the other female nurse. Your energy is really throwing me off. All right. So he left, and I went on and, took the rest of my joints off. So, okay, it making me a little uncomfortable. So I'm walking around here with this robe on. They do surgery, and my ass is out, which I don't like. And they do surgery, then I go back up in the room, and they're putting all types of stuff in my IV. And, I'm dizzy, and I mean, they just throwing all types of shit in the IV. Then they asking me, well, have you had a flu shot? I said, no. Do you want the flu vaccine? I'm like, hell no. Hell no. See, that's another thing. They catch you when you all droopy and drowsy and you start consenting to all this other stuff. I'm like, no. I don't want no vaccines for me. So I'm chilling, and later on in the night, one of the female nurses came in. Real shit. This is real shit. Now, I talked about this on my live. Real shit. And she came in with a camera. She's like, listen, Nasheed, we need to take a picture of your backside so we can give it to the other nurses on the other shift. I'm like, well, and at first I'm thinking, well, they need to take a picture of my back, like up here. I'm thinking they need to take a picture of my back. I'm like, yeah, you can take a picture of my back. Well, I don't know what for. And she's like, no. Your bottom, we need to take a picture of your whole backside, including your bottom. I swear to God. And I really don't understand what the justification was. The way she explained it, I didn't really get what she was saying. All right, y'all want to take a picture of my ass? They wanted me to lay to the side and take a picture of my ass. I swear to God. They wanted to do this. And I'm like, what the hell is that about? And she was like, because she saw, I'm like, what are you asking me? Why would you want to? She said, well, you have an option to not do that. And then I got real professional on them. I was like, well, ma'am, as per our conversation, I would like to opt to decline your request based on the plebiscites. I got real goddamn technical on their ass. He said, okay, no problem, no problem. And let me ask anybody, have you guys worked in the medical or the hospital industry? What is that about? Somebody has to know, because that cannot be the first time. Anybody who has worked in a hospital as a nurse, do we have any nurses in here? Has that ever happened before where they wanted to take a picture of somebody's back and ass? The way she explained it kind of alluded that the nurses would need to be able to recognize somebody from the back. I think she kind of alluded to something like that. You never heard of that? You never heard of that. I swear I've never heard of that either. I've never heard of that. So you're a nurse and you never heard of that. In fact, that's not allowed. That's what I'm like, why would they want to take a picture of my ass? And I'm like, hell no, because I don't want them to put my shit on a fetish site. Yeah, they put me on like bedside bussies, some kind of medical fetish site with dudes' asses. So that really, really threw me off. I swear to God, they want to take a picture of my ass, and I passed on that. Yeah, I can understand taking pictures. Like I had foot surgery. I didn't get an ass job. So that's what threw me off. I'm like, if you want to take a picture of my foot, I can understand. I want to show the doctors if it's healing. What the hell does my ass have to do with my fucking foot? The fuck is you talking about? So nigga, that made me nervous. That really felt like I was in jail. You dig? Nigga, when I went to sleep, I took the little plastic butter knife and kind of slept with that bitch like this. Just in case I had to jug somebody who's trying to step up. That made no sense to me. That really, really threw me off. I've never heard that. You did? But, so the next day I got on out. I was damn sure ready to get the hell up out of there. So I got on out. Mama Peanut came and scooped me up. And I'm not even supposed to be on my feet. They told me I'm supposed to walk with crutches. I had to show them that I could walk with crutches and all that. And they gave me a boot and all this shit on my foot. So they might have wanted to check for bed sores. But shit, I ain't been in the bed that damn long. I wasn't in bed that long. So they were trying to auction my pussy on eBay. Nigga. So yeah, that really threw a player off. That really threw me off. Yeah. Oh, we in here heavy. Everybody, again, I need y'all to hit that like button. Y'all hit that like button. Let everybody know that we're live right now. Hit that like button. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. All right. Let me let everybody know that we're live here on Twitter again. All right. All right. But anyway, like I said, man, everybody, y'all need to hit up the Indiegogo page. Everybody hit that Indiegogo page because we got 10 days left for everybody to get down with the Foundational Black American Conference. All my Foundational Black American family, you need to be there. It is imperative that you go. See, black people, we need to start networking and being around other black people who are successful. We need to be around black people who are doing things progressive. We need to be around that energy. I want us to get into the habit of being around success so that you can get some of those successful molecules on you. See, a lot of success has to do with who you're around. a lot of times we don't get the success that we need because we don't be around successful entities. We got to learn how to be around success, be around the things that we want. We better learn to get into that habit. See, a lot of us have a little plantation mentality where we will shun the things that we should be trying to attain. We mind screw ourselves into believing it's somehow bad. And if you screw yourself in the brain believing that success is bad, you're never going to get it. Success is not bad. You're supposed to be successful. We're supposed to be around successful people. We're not supposed to be struggling all the time. We should be around progressive people. You know, that Florida Evans, we got to get that Florida Evans garbage out of here. Anything you do in the legitimate world, even in the street world, if you are around success or progress, it's almost inevitable that that progress will rub off on you. The molecules of it will rub off on you. This is why people who intern, people who are smart enough to say, hey, I'll work for free for a little while just so I can be around some of this success. And what happens? Look at people like Puffy. Puffy was an intern. He worked for free and bam, that success rubbed off on him. See, we look at stuff like that in order to learn lessons from them. You get around certain people, you get around certain entities, the success will rub off on you. Even on the street levels, back in the day, the players used to say, if you hang out on the track long enough, you're going to catch a hoe. Some of the dudes, the street dudes would say, if you hang out in the trap house or you hang around the dope spot long enough, somebody's going to front you a sack so that you can flip it. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you hang around successful people in any industry you want to hang around in, any industry you want to get in, if you are just around those people, if you are in the proximity of those people, that's going to rub off on you sooner or later. Some of those molecules are going to hit you and an opportunity is going to come your way. You understand? If you hang around dimes long enough, somebody's going to choose on you. Ladies, same way. You hang around some ballin' dudes, one of them niggas going to choose up on your ass. See, when people say, and a lot of women, oh, I can't find no good nigga. Oh, I can't find no good man. These dudes out here janky. You hanging in janky nigga spots. The reason you're not successful at getting a thorough dude, you hang in janky nigga spots. Brothers, the reason why you can't get no dime who's thorough, you hang around too many goddamn hood rats. See, you can't have it both ways. See, niggas love shooting low to get them hood rats. It don't take much to get them damn hood rats. So niggas like hanging around little hood rat spots. And then go somewhere right now tonight, anywhere in your city where there's a bunch of hood rats, there's going to be a bunch of niggas around there caping. But you go somewhere where there's some dimes, it won't be a lot of dudes. It'll be a lot of balling dudes, but them dimes are just there chilling. You understand me? You start hanging around them damn dimes, no matter what your financial status is, one of them dimes gonna choose up on your ass. Wherever you hang around, whoever you get around, their energy is going to latch on to you. People are magnets, man. People are magnets. And the opposite is true. You hang around people who ain't got nothing popping, that shit rubs off on you. I remember I first came to LA. When I first came, I would hang out with a lot of my gangbanging buddies. A lot of my friends were gangbangers. And they really weren't about getting no money. They're just like drinking 40, smoking, fucking with hood rats. Hanging around them niggas, I would always get into bullshit. Hanging around my gangbanging buddies, nigga, I was always in shootouts, always running from the police. We're always getting locked up, always getting into some bullshit. Not saying they were bad dudes, but just the circumstances. it would create a certain energy that would latch on to me, and I would be in there guilty by association. That's why I went to jail so many fucking times. Then I said, let me start hanging with some of these hustlers. I started looking at the dudes who weren't going to jail, dudes in the hood who was getting paper. I said, let me soak up some shit from them dudes. Those are the guys I need to be hanging around. Those dudes who are smart enough to play past the bullshit. You dig? You are the company you keep. It is very important for us to be around progressive people. It's very important. We got to learn to be around that and not sit up trying to hate on that because we got this bullshit. Well, that nigga got the money. He must have stole something. That's Florida Evans talk. Where is JJ getting all this cash? He got that dirty money. That Florida Evans, that's why white people love us to have the Florida Evans mentality. They love us with that broke down, money is bad, money is evil, success is bad, being downtrodden, there's a morality thing to that. And see, they love that in us. Y'all remember, who's old enough to remember do y'all remember the episode of Good Times where I think it was James. James found a bag of money. Do y'all remember that episode? There was an episode of Good Times where they living in the projects. James Evans found a bag of money. Y'all remember that? How much was the money? I forgot how much it was. Where my old school players at? How much money did James Evans find in that bag? How much money was in that bag? I forgot. I remember slightly the episodes. Was it 25,000? Was it that much? How much was the money that James, was it 2,500 or 25,000? How much was it? It was 20, y'all just, it's 28,000. Was it 20,000 or something? How much was it? Because it was been years since I saw that episode. It was like 27,000, okay. So James Evans, they living in the projects. James Evans found like $27,000 in a bag. He came home like, Florida, I found this money. They could have got out the project. Now this is in the 70s, $20-some thousand in the 70s, but that's big money. You could buy you a little house. You could have got your ass out the projects with that bag. Nigga, in that episode, Florida was like, no, James, we gotta give back the cash. Her ignorant ass made him give the money back. Then everybody in the projects in the hood started calling them and harassing them and fucking with them, as they should have. The episode was about them giving the damn money back because Florida's broke-minded ass, and then everybody in the hood started clowning them for giving the damn money back. See, that type of shit right there, the white supremacists, they want you to have that kind of mentality. You dig? We can't get this dirty money, James. Shut your ass up. Shut your goddamn ass up with that Florida Evans damn mentality. Too many of y'all got that. Ain't no morality, an opportunity of just fall in your lap and you fuck it up. You dig? I wish shit. If I'm in the projects, I find $27,000, I'm out the projects the next day. That thing is going to get flipped 3-4 times. You dig? Give it back, James. Florida, I want a divorce. Fuck out of here. Shit. We better learn about success and being around success. Damn that. There's too much of an abundance out here. This is why we got to be around other progressive people. That's why every last one of y'all need to be at the Foundational Black American Conference. Y'all better be there, vibing, networking, being around other people like-minded who's about progress, growth, and success. This is very important because understand, family, Black success creates outside sabotage. Anytime we want to be successful, and I've talked about this many times, there's always people trying to sabotage us, and we got to learn how to play past that. Just like with the Foundational Black American advanced ticket funding, look at all the people who are trying to sabotage that. This is something that's going to be successful. And look at all of these people with that Florida Evans plantation mentality trying to sabotage that. Anytime there's a black people doing something progressive and successful, independent of white mommy and white daddy, all the plantation minions try to sabotage it. Did y'all hear about the turkey hut down there in Houston, Texas? There's a black restaurant, a black eatery called the Turkey Leg Hut that has gotten rave reviews, black owned. And it's in the 3rd Ward. They've been out there trying to sabotage this sister's business left and right. And I see this with so many black business owners. They're in areas doing great business. They're making a lot of money. Their business is doing better than the white businesses. Then they start coming up with these little bullshit ordinances to try to sabotage them. With the Turkey Leg Hut, first of all, they were complaining about the parking. Then they were complaining about the noise. And they did that to my brother up there in Chicago. Remember, I talked about this brother who had a restaurant that was very successful, a black-owned restaurant. It was actually in a white area, and they were complaining about the noise, and they were just hitting it with all types of BS ordinances, and my brother had to shut his joint down. But yeah, I keep hearing about Turkey Leg Hut. I keep hearing how good the food is there. My Houston people, y'all need to go out of your way to support those brothers and sisters there. Really go out of your way to support them. What I've been hearing also, they're trying to gentrify the 3rd Ward. Is that true? Where are my Houston people? Where are my Houston people? Are they trying to gentrify that area? Because that's another thing. Whenever black folks get in certain areas that they want gentrified and we get some prime real estate with successful businesses there, all of a sudden, shitty cuz show up. You know what I'm saying? Just like what happened with our brother Nipsey. When you get prime real estate in an area they're trying to gentrify, then all of a sudden the saboteurs show up, the ordinances show up, the noise complaints and the jealous gangbangers show up. You dig what I'm saying? So from what I understand, they're trying to gentrify that area. This sister has a successful business in a place they're trying to gentrify and move black folks out. So they don't want somebody to be in a place they have an established business where the real estate is about to pop up. See, when they gentrify these areas and push black folks out, that real estate starts shooting up. So you got an established business here that's doing great numbers. They don't want, we got this nigress here. We don't want her getting a part of that real estate boom. See, they learned the hard way. Let's go back. Let me sidetrack for a minute. I go back on that. But out here in L.A., one of the wealthiest people in L.A., in the beginning of L.A., was a sister named Biddy Mason. You hear me talk about Biddy Mason all the time. There was a black woman who was a former slave. She came out here with her slave owner. She got up with some free black people, and they let her know, this is a free state. So you don't have to go back into slavery. You're free now. So they helped her in her court case. So Biddy Mason became free. She worked as a midwife, saved her money, and started buying real estate. All of a sudden, there was a real estate boom a couple of years after she bought real estate. So this woman became increasingly wealthy out here. She's called the godmother of LA. Biddy Mason, I love that sister. Her story is so inspiring to me. I go down to her site downtown to pay homage every year. That sister was a big inspiration to me. I would like to do like a documentary about that sister. But she made so much money because she invested in real estate when it was cheap, and then there was a boom, and she started balling the hell out, and she was able to pass that money down generationally. They were like, oh shit, we gotta watch out for niggas like that. So whenever we start investing in certain areas, when we see a trend going, or we invest in an area that's going to be gentrified and the real estate is going to boom up, they find ways to sabotage us out of that now. Let me show the sister. This is the owner doing a press conference talking about what went down. Hold on one second. This is the owner. Hold on, let me get my stuff together. Where we at? Where we at, guys? Okay, let me play this. Hold on.
Good morning. Thank you all for joining us this morning. My name is Nakia Price, and I am the founder, owner, and operating partner of the Turkey Leg Hut. I am also a mother, wife, and recently resided in close proximity of the restaurant with my young children right here in 3rd Ward. We'd like to start off by thanking the community for the overwhelming messages of support and love we received since the news of this lawsuit broke. On Wednesday morning, November 20th, 2019, our attorney was blindsided by a telephone call from the plaintiff's counsel stating that he would be in Harris County District Court in roughly an hour to appear before a judge to seek an emergency temporary restraining order, temporary injunction, and permanent injunction against the Turkey Leg Hut and its owners. The affidavit of their named specialist was never shared with our attorney.
Okay, so that I'm just showing you what they're going through. That's horrible. See, this is the kind of sabotage that we have to go through when we are successful as Black people. And we have to support each other, man. We really, really got to go out of our way to make sure our brothers and sisters and all of us who are trying to do good business, we're just not sabotaged like that. A beautiful sister. That is a beautiful sister, by the way. But that's neither here nor there. The thing is about this lawsuit, understand this. They got a lawsuit against the place now because now the complaint is, first it was parking, then somebody said it was the noise. Now they said that the smoke from the turkey legs is toxic now. Now they're saying the barbecue smoke from the damn turkey leg, it's toxic smoke now. So that's their little bullshit now. Let me tell you something. I've been to Houston. I've been all through Houston. Family, there's a goddamn barbecue joint on every corner in Houston. Do you know how many barbecue spots are in Texas where they cook the barbecue outside and there's barbecue smoke? Do y'all know how many barbecue spots are in Texas, man? Texas is known for barbecue. So now the smoke is a problem. Now that Black folks got some shit popping, now the barbecue smoke is a damn problem. Really? That's one thing I noticed when I was in Texas. There's barbecue joints everywhere. Literally on every corner, dude. You'll spit and you'll hit a damn barbecue joint in Texas. Now the smoke is I can't breathe. These niggas are cooking turkey. Fuck out of here. Come on. You see what I'm saying? Understand, this is the kind of game they play. And also understand this. They know this is a racist attack. They understand this is a racist attack. So what the white supremacists do, they will always get a Negro to be their front person. So the person who filed the lawsuit is a mammy. But understand, it's the white supremacists allegedly behind the mammy. Hold on, this is the mammy. Hold on. Let me play the mammy. They had to get them a mammy to hide behind. Hold on, where we at? Where we at? Come on, thing. Where we at? Where we at? Come on. Okay, this is the mammy. Hold on. Uh-oh, what'd I do? Shit, what'd I do? All right. Y'all bear with me. Let me get it together. Okay, where is it? Let me find that clip. Okay, here it is. All right.
And popular Houston restaurant, the Turkey Leg Hut. Bird has lived off Almeida for decades and says her quality of life changed when the restaurant opened a year ago. She has asthma and says thick smoke traveling from the restaurant causes her to wheeze.
It has taken a toll on me.
Bird, her attorney, and several...
Oh, see? Now, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you something. This mammy, this woman ain't even barely got teeth on the bottom. She barely has teeth. Do y'all think this woman had the money to go get a damn lawyer on her own? All right, so just look at the visual right here. Look at this mammy. Look at the visual here.
Residents filed a temporary restraining order against Turkey Leg Hut owners Nakia and Lindell Price, citing public health and safety issues.
All the outdoor cooking activities at the Turkey Leg Hut are illegal. They're unpermitted, they're unregulated, and they're outside of basic code requirements.
Attorney Chris Feldman says his clients aren't asking for money. They just want the business to stop using wood to smoke their meats outdoors in an unenclosed area.
These folks are getting smoke blown directly into their face day and night.
Get the fuck out of here. Man, get out of here with this bullshit. So y'all saw they got an Aunt Jemima mammy. They got one of them old mammies. Zaddy is fake concerned. Oh, all this barbecue smoke in their faces. All their little Negro faces are just getting smoke in their faces all day. And what they do, you know how the white supremacists do. They go fishing for Negroes to front for them. They go knocking on folks' doors and saying, hey, how do you feel about the barbecue place over there? Yeah, it's all right. Okay, thank you. Yeah, we're doing a survey. How do you feel about the barbecue and all the smoke that is blowing in the neighborhood? Well, yeah, I kind of don't like it. Oh, well, let me talk to you more because we're going to have a class action suit. See, this is how they start fishing for coons. They go coon fishing. That's how they do it. See, we got to watch these old mammies and old Sambos who sit up there and allow white mommy and white daddy to manipulate them against younger people who are going to be successful. This old mammy, she's done. She looks like an old slave. Yes, I'm going in on her because people like this are the worst. These old failed Negroes who have contempt for young, successful, progressive black people. These Negroes were not successful. Again, this woman ain't got no damn teeth on the bottom. So they don't want to see young black folks get it popping the way they didn't get it popping. You understand? You got to watch old Negro. There's a difference between an elder and an old Negro. There's a difference between an elder and an old Negro. That ain't no elder. That's just an old hating Negro doing some off-code shit like that, getting with these white supremacist suspects to shit on young black business owners, and they're using her as the front. Because they have secret contempt for black society, because they have contempt for themselves. That self-hate that they want to see the whole community burned down. We got to watch these old Negroes. I ain't got no respect for that. Because let me tell you something. These old mammy coon Negroes, they ain't filing no lawsuit against the Asian shops who's serving stir-fried rats. You notice the Asian shops don't never get sued? Notice all the little Asian spots in the neighborhood selling shrimp-fried pigeons with all types of code violations and mystery meat and smoke and fire and all types of filth and garbage all over the place. They don't ever get sued. You don't never see nobody filing no lawsuit against them. And they're serving you trash and garbage and filth year after year. But the black folks, oh man, this smoke is just so toxic. Oh my God, the noise and the parking is just a nuisance. It's illegal. Stop it, dude. We got to look out for our folks, man. We got to look out for our folks. They don't never shut these folks. They don't shut down the Asian and Arab stores who's beating people up. They're assaulting people in these stores. They don't ever get shut down. These black folks are doing good, legitimate business, and all of a sudden that's a code violation. We have to look at our folks and make sure our people are good, family. We got to make sure our folks are good. See, this is why we got to really be codified so when our folks are being attacked, we can be right there with them, warding off the attacks and making sure they're good. When they start killing off black businesses, that's never a good thing. You don't shit on black business. We got to get that about the game. Black folks doing business, get that Florida Evans shit out of here. You dig? We got to understand business and start doing good business and understand success and be around success so that we can learn and so that we can not make mistakes and learn from our mistakes, because mistakes can be made. I mean, everybody's going to make mistakes. We're supposed to learn from mistakes. You try to make as little as possible, and this is why you get around people who know stuff so that you don't make mistakes to the point where you can't get back up and dust yourself off. This is why it's so very important to be around other successful people so that you don't have to really struggle and find out on your own to your own demise. Then, but sometimes there's a lot of deals that we could make, and there's a lot of deals that we pass on. Dr. Anderson said the same thing, real talk. Yeah, I'm doing good, Adina. I'm doing good. But like I'm saying, I'm talking about just understanding business, understanding success, understanding positive and negative mistakes. You don't want to make too many mistakes. Everybody's granted a mistake here and there. There's a lot of deals that should have been made or could have been made that did not get made. Yeah. There's a lot of deals that we regret. Now, when I did my first book, The Art of Mac, and I kind of regret the first deal that I did because I did it with a small publisher and they didn't really know what they were doing, but the book got out and the book was very successful. The problem was I could have put the book out my damn self and did the same thing. They were a very small publisher, and what happened was I started getting movie offers for the damn book. People were throwing big money at me to buy the movie rights to my book, The Art of Mac, and these people that I had a book deal with, they kept fucking the movie deals up. They kept screwing over the damn deal, asking for all this dumb shit, and then trying to throw me little peanuts for my own book. So they kept messing the damn deals up. So then I had to start suing the publisher to get the rights back. So it took me years to get the rights to my book, The Art of Macking, back, and I finally did later on. So little stuff like that, you learn. Little stuff like that, you kind of learn the game a little bit. You can learn things the easy way or the hard way. Magic Johnson talks about something, a deal he regret not doing. When Magic Johnson was around the late 70s, he's showing out. Magic Johnson, they knew he was about to be that dude. And he got approached by Converse, because Converse was the shit in the 70s. Converse was the shit in the 70s. Everybody was rocking with Converse because of Dr. J. Converse, in the 70s, the shoe of choice was Converse. So Converse stepped to Magic Johnson, offered him a deal. And there was another company that offered him a deal. And the other company was like, we're new. It was a very new company. He said, we ain't really got that much money, but we'll give you stock in the company. We'll give you stock. He was like, stock? What's that? Fuck stock. Let me get this Converse money. Nigga, the company turned out to be Nike. Magic said, shit. That's the only deal I regret that I didn't take. Magic could have got stock in Nike. Nigga. 1979, because Nike was new. Nike was only a couple of years old at that time. Yeah? My dude could have got stock in Nike, dude. Yeah, Nike owns Converse now. Yeah, real talk. Real talk. You know? So, yeah, that's the deal you kick yourself over about that one. Yeah? Yeah. Now Nike owns them. That's ironic, ain't it? Yeah. But what I really want to talk about, I want to talk about that story, the main story. They were talking about, it was an article about toxic masculinity. There was this jive-ass article that came out today, actually, talking about toxic masculinity. And by the way, while I'm talking now, family, everybody hit the Indiegogo page. Click the link below for the Indiegogo page, ladies and gentlemen. click that link and get involved with the Foundation of Black American Conference. We have 10 days, so we need to get it popping, and we will. But there was an article called Boys to Men, a crash course in fighting toxic masculinity. And they had a bunch of black boys and a dude who's supposed to be a counselor or a mentor or whatever. And we got to watch these toxic masculinity stories when it comes to us. I only see that toxic masculinity talk when it comes to black males. That's when you see that type of talk. They always direct that towards black males. They are desperate to effeminize and emasculate black males. They're desperate at this point, family. I made a tweet the other day. I said, whatever they spend a lot of money at promoting, it's not good for you. When the dominant society, if you want to know something is bad for black society, the dominant society will spend a lot of money promoting it. They're constantly promoting this toxic masculinity thing to black people. It's not good that they're doing this. They're not doing this for our own benefit. They are trying to neutralize the warrior class. We really have to get this in our brains. They're doing everything to undermine black masculinity. They want to effeminize black males. They do not want a warrior class. They want us to be beta males. They want us to follow the women in black society. There's a reason why they put up the Harriet movies, and Judge Joe Brown has been kind of going after folks about that, about them promoting Harriet Tubman. And I got a lot of respect for Harriet Tubman, but them promoting women freedom fighters, and there were women freedom fighters who were thorough, promoting them over black males. The white supremacists are not doing this because they like sisters so much. The white politicians are not going around talking about, oh, the black women are the backbone of the community. They're doing that to divide and conquer. They're doing that to divide and conquer. And they're trying to tell black males, it's your natural state in life to be led by your women. Yo, let your mama run things. Mama knows best, little Negro. See, they don't teach that in white society. See, in black society, mama knows best. Follow your mama, do everything your mama say. And we already respect our mothers, but they want us to be led by the women. See, they don't teach that in white society. What do they teach in white society? What kind of movies do they teach in white society? They got movies like Throw Mama from the Train. You don't listen to your mama. In white society, they don't play that. This is why with athletes, they always show athletes, they love to show black athletes and white athletes different. When you see a white athlete, they show him as a family man. They show a white athlete with his white wife and the white family. You show that white athlete as an alpha male head of the family. You always show white male athletes with their wives. They always show black male athletes with their mama. They love showing black male athletes all booed up with their mama. They love that. I remember, didn't they give Allen Iverson's mother a television show? Then they had Donovan McNabb with this woman playing his mother in those soup commercials. They love showing black athletes with their mama, not their black wives. I've talked about that before. They like to show they like to show LeBron James' mother. You don't hear too much about his wife. Even with Gabrielle Union, they kind of act like she ain't there. They try to ignore her when D Wade is playing. Yeah? They always show black male athletes as big ass mama's boys. Dr. Welsing talked about this a lot. They love to show them as big mama's boys, and that's the message. Kevin Durant, they want to see you around your mama. You're led by your mama. And your mama is not going to teach you how to be a warrior. Your mother, for the most part, will teach you how to be submissive because your mother is a nurturer. Your mother's not going to teach you that warrior spirit. And that's not to denigrate the mothers out there, but it's just not their life. Their thing is to nurture. Their thing is to keep you out of danger. You know, if it's up to your mama keep you in the house forever. You dig? So they want you to have a mama's boy mentality. So this is why they'll try to elevate and promote certain black females over black males. They're not doing that because they like you, sisters, and y'all should know that by now. And anytime a black male shows that he's a heterosexual, that's toxic. There's a reason why Me Too only criminalizes the black men out here. They only really go after the black men on a criminal level. The white dudes they get fired, they get transferred. They're not being criminalized. The Me Too crowd, they criminalize the black folks. You dig? Any black masculinity, the message they send, black men who are heterosexual are sexual predators. If you are a heterosexual black male, you're a predator or a potential predator. And we're going to target you and we're going to harm you. Liking women, trying to get with women, we're going to criminalize that. We're going to create laws so that these women can just make up a false narrative and get you locked up if you chase women. Look at what they did to LeVar Ball. He said something to a woman on television and then they sexualized it and banned him from ESPN. ESPN is a coon factory. That's all it is. And we know that. But they send a message, black men, if you're a heterosexual and you have sexual relations with one of these women, we're letting you know that we're giving them the green light to just make up a story about you and destroy your whole career. So see, this sends a message. Notice you don't see that about gay black men. See, gay black men, you don't hear no stories about them being Me Too'd, about any kind of sexual indiscretion with another man. You don't hear anything negative about any kind of sexual relation they have with another man. You don't hear that if it's a gay black man. Only if it's a straight black man, if he's with a woman, all of a sudden he touched somebody inappropriately, he did this, he did that. Even with Malik Yoba. Now, Malik Yoba, you had a gay trans dude who said that Malik Yoba was getting with him when he was young. But notice, I want y'all to notice something. The media didn't pick up on that. The mainstream media did not pick up on that story about Malik Yoba being with the underage boy. Notice that? The mainstream media didn't get on that and criticize him. The mainstream media didn't get on him. Charles Barkley just had to apologize to this bed wench because he kind of made a joke about, it was some kind of corny joke he made, and then they tried to paint him as a chauvinistic or whatever. And the chick, she's a bed wench. She got a white boyfriend. So they send a message. Black heterosexuality is negative. Bussy popping, that's a positive. We'll give you all types of rewards. And if you pop that bussy for us, we'll give you an Emmy. We'll put you on TV. We'll give you a rap contract and give you all the radio play you need. Lil Nas X. You dig? We'll get it popping for you. So these people are going hard body and trying to emasculate black males right now, especially our young folks. This is why we got to be on code. We got to protect our young men and our young girls too. We got to really look out for our young people. This is why we got to stop being afraid. Stop being afraid of the damn white supremacists. They're attacking us left and right. We got to be about that life. We got to stop being afraid. Let me tell you something, man. Fearlessness is freedom. You better understand you will never live free until you get rid of fear. When you become fearless, that's when you start living. You understand? There's a lot of Negroes out here who are plantation minded. They're not free because they're scared. They're scared of white mommy and white daddy. The white supremacists can harm you. The white supremacists, they're powerful because they do control the planet. You got a choice, black people. Let me talk to black people. You got a choice to bow down to that or be fearless about that. And when those of us who are fearless about it, we get attacked. But that's life. You welcome that. See, being a punk, we got to get that out of our system. A lot of times we think, well, damn, I got to bow down to white mommy and white daddy because they got all the jobs. I got to eat. I got to feed my family, so I got to play the game. You know, we got that mentality, and I understand that to a certain degree. This is why we have to learn how to do business with other people so we ain't got to go bucking our eyes out of fear that white mommy and white daddy won't hire us. Because when we depend on them for everything, whoever's feeding you can push the agenda. You understand? If they're feeding you, they can push whatever agenda they want to push on you. And this is why we sit up and allow these folks to miseducate our children, push an anti-black hetero agenda on us. See, they don't do that to white boys. They don't go around telling them that they're toxic. These white boys be out here shooting up schools, bombing shit. They don't say that's toxic masculinity. Well, he's troubled. All these white kids sitting up on 4chan and all these little white supremacist websites talking about killing white women and killing niggas and all this. Well, they're just troubled they're lone wolves. They're just troubled lone wolves. They have behavior problems. It ain't toxic masculinity. It's never reflective of their culture. Well, they just gave him the wrong behavioral drugs that day. It's a medical issue. We're going to have to evaluate him to see if he's steady-minded enough to go to trial. See, they play that little game. They don't do that. With us, it's toxic masculinity. It's a culture thing. See, that's them trying to indict black society. Black society we're a society of toxic masculinity. Whenever you see Negroes coming around us talking that's a Negro who's an enemy of black society. See, we're going to have to start having an inquisition with these turncoat mammies, coons, bed bucks, bed wenches, and all these other folks who bring that white supremacist garbage to us and try to present it as normal. We got to be fearless. Once you get rid of your fear of the white supremacists, all of their minions are just easy work. You can knock them up out of your mix real easy. See, that's why these Negroes who try to attack me, it's futile because I'm not afraid of your damn white paymasters. I'm damn sure not afraid of your dumb ass. The Negro minions of the white supremacists, these niggas are easy work. You get rid of your fear of these white supremacists. If they gonna get you, they gonna get you. Get rid of your fear. That is freedom. Living without fear is the secret of life. If you want to know the secret of life, that's it. Living life without fear. That's the secret right there. Don't be afraid of these. If they're going to kill you, they're going to kill you. But there's a freedom in saying what you need to say. Speaking your truth. That's why I live my life free. Yeah, I get attacked by white supremacists. Yeah, they ban me from countries. See, that'll scare the average nigga. You get banned from a whole country? Nigga, I'm banned from an entire country. And I still walk with my head up high. See, you better understand fearlessness. Because the truth is power. I'm speaking truth. And the truth is going to resonate whether I'm here or not. See, that's why I speak a lot of it, see. Because like we said in Hidden Colors 5, understand this. We said this in Hidden Colors 5. We don't die. You don't die. The only people who die are cowards. Are y'all feeling me? Can we get deep for a minute? The only people who die are cowards and coons. Coons, you don't remember the legacy of coons. See, people who speak the truth, people who live without fear, they create an energy that lives on in other people. That energy touches other people and it lives on. This is why the Malcolm lives on through us. Dr. Welsing, that was a sister who lived without fear. They were attacking our sister. Understand, even when our sister died, they were attacking her about her house. The medical industry, they would attack her because she was the only certified psychiatrist speaking about systematic racism. That's why she lives on. Fred Hampton lives on. Martin Luther King lives on. Nipsey, our brother, lives on. These were fearless black people. Do y'all think Stephen A. Smith's legacy is going to live on? Do you understand? That legacy don't live on. Jesse Lee Peterson's legacy ain't going to live on nowhere. That's why Tupac, fearless, his legacy lives on. Tupac is still alive. His spirit is, that's why people keep saying, Tupac's alive. He's alive in spirit. His spirit is still here. You understand? Do you think Diamond and Silk's energy is going to live on when they physically die? That energy is going to go right there with them. Coon energy dies right with you. You dig? We ain't going to be talking about coons 20 years from now. Nobody gives a shit about no coon. Nobody cares about a cowardly coon. Your energy lives if you live without fear and you live in truth. So Jason Whitlock is just like, no, his big fat ass legacy ain't gonna live. Well, it might live at a buffet line because of all the money he spent. They probably got a trophy for his big jolly ass. But that big jolly coon, his spirit ain't gonna live nowhere. You ain't meant to be a damn coon. A coon is a dead Negro. A coon is a dead Negro. That's why they have to be loud and they have to make their presence known by just being loud and stupid all the damn time. A coon is already dead. A coon is a zombie. You understand? A coon is like a Frankenstein monster. A coon is already dead. That's why a coon, his brain has been replaced by the white supremacist brain. So he's basically a Frankenstein zombie running around here as a de facto white supremacist. You dig? The coon is already dead. Please understand that. The coon does what white mommy and white daddy tells him to do. That's a dead ass Negro with no soul. You dig? Understand that. That's why they don't bring nothing. They don't create nothing. They're just there. Just like Frankenstein, just tearing up shit. And it's tearing up shit. They don't do nothing. They don't bring nothing. They don't produce nothing. They don't do anything. Think about coons. What the hell has Diamond and Silk produced? Stephen A. Smith produced. Jesse Lee Peterson produced. Larry Elder produced. Candy Owens produced. What have they produced? Nothing. You understand? When you see coons who are elevated out here and you can't point to anything they produce, these are Frankenstein coons with the minds of the white supremacists locked into their minds. And then you better live without fear and get with other like-minded people who are just as fearless. And we got to start protecting our families, protecting our children, looking out for our people who are being attacked, and stay on code with them, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, let me get out of here. I know it's 8 o'clock. I started early. Let me get up out of here. I got to go take my antibiotic so my foot don't get crazy on you. But anyway, family, y'all see the link below? It's a lot of fun. We got 6,000 people in here tonight. We're in here heavy. Click that link below Everybody get involved with the Foundation of Black American Conference. We're getting some momentum going. We need everybody to get involved. We got 10 days left. We're going to get it popping. We got 10 days left. Everybody get involved. If you contributed, let's contribute again. There's 6,000 people here right now. If everybody gave $5 right now, we'll be in a nice, good space, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I'd like to thank everybody for their condolences for my health issues in my foot. I appreciate y'all because of that. Y'all gave me the energy to heal. So you guys are giving me your energy to heal, and I respect that. And that's another thing before I go. We got to understand energy, how important energy is, family. We really got to understand how important energy is. This is why when I do projects, I like to get all of us involved in it. You get everybody's energy on the project, that's going to make it a success. See, we gotta get out of the Oprah mentality, meaning let's just get one black person. Oprah, let's go get Oprah to do something for us. If we want to get something done, well, let's see if Oprah will do it. Let's see if Michael Jordan will do it. See, we got to get out the let Oprah do it mentality. So we'll find the one rich black person and then get them to do everything. No. Because we got to make sure that if there's not one Oprah around, how can we still get stuff done? We get stuff done by everybody bringing their energy to the game and just getting it done. That's how the white supremacists do. They don't wait on one rich white person to do anything. When these race soldiers be killing black folks, all of a sudden you see a GoFundMe page with $500,000 the next day. It's not one rich white person. They get on code. They put all their energy together to maintain white supremacy. They understand how important it is for everybody to put their hand in the pot to make sure the energy of white supremacy is there. See, that's a demonic system. They'll get together and make sure a demonic system is in place. See, we can do the opposite of that. We can make sure a system of justice is in play if we all get involved and put our hands on it. So when we see our sisters and brothers who are running a business and the white supremacists are attacking them, we put our hands out there to make sure they're good. We put our hands on them and give them our energy to make sure that they don't get hurt like that. We got to just stop sitting around bucking our eyes when our brothers and sisters are getting targeted. Oh, Lord Jesus, she needs some milk. Let's get off that shit. We got to put our healing energy hands on these projects, on our brothers and sisters to make sure they're good. We got to start making sure folks ain't hurt. Let me tell you something. Let's go back in history. Look, in the 60s, they made sure brothers and sisters were good. In the 60s and 70s, I saw a picture the other day that reminded me of something. How many of y'all are familiar with the Soledad brothers? How many of y'all are familiar with the Soledad brothers? In the 70s, late 60s, early 70s, George Jackson, his brother, he was an activist, and they locked him up. And when the Black Panthers, when they were up there in the Bay, they were walking around with their guns, and they let folks know, if one of our folks get arrested, it ain't gonna turn out good for your folks. You dig? But let me tell you something. There was a situation where George Jackson and his brother and all these folks, there was some other people who was down with him. They felt like they were being unfairly treated in the judicial system. And George Jackson's brother, man, they went up in a courtroom and started putting people hostage, man. They started getting folks, they got the judge, wrapped a shotgun around the judge's neck. And George's brother was like 17, I think, at the time. Boy, they were smuggling guns in the jail. But they were hella codified. Nigga, they got some of the jurors, took them hostage, got them in a getaway vehicle. They blew the judge's brains out. They shot that judge. Now, some of the other brothers got killed, but this is how serious they were about protecting each other. They risk their lives to protect each other. Nigga, they got a judge off the bench at gunpoint. Look, if he go down, you go down. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just talking straight history here. I'm talking history here. This is how serious they were about looking out for each other. This is how serious they were. See, they don't want that energy out there like that. They don't want that energy. And let me tell you, let's go even deeper. With George Jackson, he had the Black Guerrilla family in the prisons. And that's why the Mexican Mafia, they had to start linking up the Aryan Nation and all these people because of the Black Guerrilla family. At that time, the Black Guerrilla family was running shit in the prisons. The guards didn't even want to fuck with the Black Guerrilla family. You understand? That's why the Mexican Mafia, there was actually a white dude who joined the Mexican Mafia, Peg Leg, something like that. His name was Peg Leg. I forgot his name. His nickname was Peg Leg or some shit like that, but he had a wooden leg. There was a white dude who joined the Mexican Mafia, and he was the liaison between the Mexican Mafia and the Aryan Nation, and that's how they got hooked up with the Aryan Nation. And their whole thing was all of them had to go against the Black Guerrilla family because they were so powerful and they were running shit and they were so codified in prison. Go look at the movie American Me. They even portray, the American Me is about the Mexican Mafia. Was it One Leg Joe? Yeah, I knew it was something about a peg leg. Or is it Peg Leg Joe or One Leg Joe? Something like that. But in the movie American Me, they portray the Peg Leg Joe character, the white guy who was down with the Mexican Mafia. Yeah, the dude, yeah, it's heavy. And also, with the movie American Me, a lot of them didn't, the Mexican Mafia didn't like that movie because it was telling too many secrets. So they really didn't like that. They didn't like a lot of the secrets being told in that movie. But yeah, the Mexican Mafia run by the white supremacists. And the reason why is because they needed strength to go against the Black Guerrilla family, who was holding the shit all the way down. They were banging on guards back then, dude. They were that codified. You dig? So I'm just letting you know how this is why they don't want a warrior class in black society. This is why they don't want a warrior class in black society. They don't want that. They want niggas bussy popping. They want dudes going in the military tooting their ass up. I just saw a story not too long ago. Some dude who's in the military, he got court-martialed or something because he was fucking another dude in the bathroom and filming it. Some Negro. See, that's what they like. You understand? Yes, they did. The Mexican Mafia did kill people over that movie. Real talk. Somebody said that movie is fake. Nigga, the Mexican Mafia were killing people over that movie, dude. There's a lot of shit they won't told in that movie. Yeah? So, real talk. We better understand how things go down, brother. Anyway, man, go watch Hidden Colors 5, by the way. Go watch Hidden Colors 5 at hiddencolorsfilm.com. hiddencolorsfilm.com. Watch Hidden Colors 5 right now. Stream it, watch it right now. And y'all need to go. I never really promote my Mackin books. Go to Amazon and get The Art of Mackin. Y'all can still, I think I'm going to put out a 20-year anniversary for my book, The Art of Mackin. My book, The Art of Mackin, my first bestseller, because I spoke about that earlier. That book is still a best-selling book to this day. Go to Amazon and type in Art of Mac and get the 10-year anniversary version. I might do a 20-year anniversary version because I wrote the book 20 years ago. You already got it? Yes, get the Art of Mackin, get the Mac Within, get the Elite Way, all that stuff. Yeah? We get all that stuff. The Art of Mackin, the Elite Way, the Art of Gold Digging, all that stuff. Hidden Colors, 1804, all that stuff. Well, the sales are already good. I rarely promote it, though. And people always ask me about the books. I rarely promote them because they already do good. But everybody go get The Art of Mac. And if you want to learn some real good game, the game is priceless in that book. You dig? You're curious? Yeah, get that book, man. The game in that book is priceless. You dig? Anyway, guys, again, Click the link below for the Foundational Black American Conference. It's going down. Let's make it happen. I'm going to holla. Y'all be good.